What would happen if dollar hegemony ended forever? No nation has considered doing this because of the challenges of such a goal. However, the BRICS nations see no limits. They have all decided to launch a single currency, R5, that would permanently end the dollar monopoly. From international transactions to using it as a trade currency, the R5 is ready to give the dollar a tough time. So recently, the R5 project has become something the West can't stop thinking about. But how was the decision made to introduce a new currency? Who took the courageous decision to challenge the dollar? Let's find out. You must have heard about the BRICS R5 project, a common currency about to surface. So, what is the BRICS R5 project, and how does it aim to establish a common currency among the BRICS nations? The BRICS R5 project is a strategic initiative to establish a common currency among the initial BRICS nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Named after the first letters of the national currencies of these countries, Real, Ruble, Rupee, Renminbi, and Rand, the project's primary goal is to create a unified currency that would stabilize member states' economies, enhance trade, and reduce vulnerability to major global currencies, particularly the US dollar. The R5 project focuses on economic integration and reducing dependence on Western-dominated financial institutions such as the IMF and World Bank. To achieve this, the project follows a cautious and phased implementation approach. It begins with establishing an accounting unit rather than a physical currency, allowing for the monitoring of volatility and creating a stable foundation for potential future physical currency implementation. This measured strategy aligns with international best practices similar to the Euro and IMF's Special Drawing Rights SDR, and is considered a step toward facilitating transactions within the BRICS bloc. But the question arises, how has the BRICS R5 project evolved since the inception of the BRICS bloc, and what are its broader goals in terms of economic integration? The BRICS R5 project has evolved as a strategic initiative since the inception of the BRICS bloc, aligning with broader goals of economic integration and reducing dependence on Western-dominated financial institutions like the IMF and World Bank. Initially rooted in the formation of the BRICS alliance, the R5 project has undergone significant developments. It focuses on establishing a common currency to stabilize member states' economies, enhance trade, and decrease vulnerability to major global currencies, particularly the US dollar. This shift towards a common currency has been actively championed by Russia and China, reflecting their commitment to enhancing trading efficiency and enabling financial transactions outside the constraints of SWIFT. Regarding economic integration, the broader goals of the BRICS R5 project include a concerted effort to increase internal trading among member nations. The development of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, by Russia, India, and China plays a crucial role in laying the technological foundation for the potential implementation of a common currency like the R5. These CBDCs are viewed as instrumental in creating a seamless transition to a common currency. Expanding the BRICS bloc with the inclusion of 6 new nations in 2024 benefits the economic partnership. While these new members do not follow the R-name currency pattern, the persistence of the concept of R5 suggests a continued emphasis on developing economic ties and exploring avenues for financial cooperation beyond the original core members. Ultimately, the overarching aim of BRICS is to establish platforms for economic cooperation among developing nations without undermining individual economies. The existing BRICS and BRICS Plus frameworks could evolve into a BRICS Plus format, accommodating regional blocs and their development institutions, thereby fostering inclusive global economic integration. Do new members support the idea of a common currency? Here's a reminder to please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Africa's geopolitics, economy, and changing landscape. Let's continue now. Including new members like Iran, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Egypt, and Ethiopia in the BRICS R5 project holds significant geopolitical and economic implications, potentially reshaping the project's feasibility scope and exerting influence. Notably, key energy producers among the new members, such as Saudi Arabia, Iran, and the UAE, could amplify the group's leverage in global oil markets. This enhanced influence will have repercussions on pricing and trading mechanisms for energy products, potentially challenging the dominance of the US dollar in global trade settlements. Adding these new members contributes diverse economic strengths and geopolitical standings to the BRICS R5 project. For instance, Saudi Arabia and the UAE are major players in the global oil market, while Egypt and Ethiopia bring their unique economic dynamics. The collaboration among these nations could potentially result in a more robust and diverse economic bloc, challenging the existing hegemony of Western currencies. This expansion aligns with the broader goals of the BRICS R5 project in fostering economic independence and reducing reliance on Western financial institutions. But how will BRICS currency benefit the nations? Will South Africa and other nations alone be at benefit? What role is the R5 project expected to play in the economies of the BRICS nations, and how does it aim to complement, rather than replace, their national currencies? The R5 project is anticipated to play a crucial role in the economies of the BRICS nations by facilitating transactions, a settlement/payment mechanism, and a reserve value for central banks in emerging markets. Rather than seeking to replace the national currencies of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, the R5 project aims to complement these currencies in various aspects. The R5 project seeks to function as a reserve value for the central banks of BRICS economies. Acknowledging the high volatility often associated with emerging market currencies, the project proposes a basket mechanism to mitigate exchange rate dynamics. This approach allows central banks to hold reserves in R5, providing a stable and diversified option that complements existing reserves denominated in national currencies. But how does the R5 project challenge the established Western financial system? And what potential impact could it have on the international monetary system? The R5 project within the BRICS nations challenges the established Western financial system by presenting a formidable alternative that diverges from the traditional dominance of Western currencies and financial institutions. The initiative is a strategic move by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa to assert greater economic autonomy and reduce dependency on Western-dominated financial entities. The potential impact of the R5 project on the international monetary system is noteworthy. The project aims to establish a more balanced and equitable global economic order by creating a common currency among BRICS nations. It could potentially reduce the influence of Western currencies, especially the US dollar, in international trade and finance. This shift challenges the existing dynamics where Western currencies, particularly the US dollar, dominate global transactions as a reserve currency. The R5 project's challenge to the established Western financial system extends beyond the economic realm, potentially influencing geopolitical dynamics. As BRICS nations gain economic independence through initiatives like the R5 project, they may exert greater influence in shaping international financial regulations and policies, challenging the Western-centric approach that has historically prevailed. But we all know it won't be easy to replace the dollar. But there are ways to tackle challenges too. So what strategies are being considered to manage risks associated with the R5 project? In the context of the R5 project, several strategies are being considered to manage risks associated with currency volatility and financial integration. These strategies are crucial to ensure the stability and success of the project as it evolves. The R5 project adopts a cautious and phased approach, starting with establishing an accounting unit rather than a physical currency. This measured strategy allows for carefully monitoring volatility and provides a stable foundation for potential future phases, such as introducing a physical currency. This phased implementation helps manage risks by allowing adjustments based on real-time feedback. To address the high volatility often associated with emerging market currencies, the R5 project proposes a basket mechanism. This involves a diversified portfolio of currencies from BRICS nations, reflecting their economic weights. This approach helps mitigate the impact of individual currency fluctuations within the basket, reducing overall volatility and providing a more stable foundation for the R5 currency. Proposals suggest backing the R5 currency with bonds issued by the bank, avoiding the need for rising gold reserves. This strategy aims to provide additional financial stability to the R5 project, securing the value of the currency and mitigating risks associated with fluctuations in commodity prices or gold markets. The success of the R5 project is contingent on careful planning and consensus among BRICS nations. Engaging in open discussions, addressing concerns, and ensuring unanimous agreement on key aspects of the project help manage potential risks associated with implementation, governance, and economic impacts. While faced with challenges, the R5 looks like the best plan made by any organization like BRICS so far. Do you think this is going to be a successful project? What would happen if the dollar hegemony ended? Will the dollar be able to revive it? Let us know in the comment section. Do you see South Africa's problems ending because of the BRICS common currency? Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We have decided to bring videos on something nobody talks about: African politics, economy, and increasing power. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. Like and share the video, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our African videos. It's the best way to support us.